hello, hello. How are you? Happy Friday. Okay, here Instagram is, Facebook is asking me so many questions. Turn the automatic reel. No, no, no. So now I have full attention. All right, Atma Namaste, the divinity within me. Salute the divinity within you. Fernando here, and another beautiful Friday, completing this week. And I welcome you. I hope that you have an amazing week. How do you feel about fall, autumn? We were talking about this week about autumn, welcoming the new season, and welcome the new experiences. Well, last Friday we started part one of forgiveness. Forgiveness is a subject that really, it took me a long time to understand. I have so much resistance at the beginning when I started hearing and going deep into forgiving. As I said last time, was the first time was when I was in the process of divorcing and understanding that things have to get to a completion. And I wanna, I really wanna to understand what was going on in my life, and I couldn't. And I was in that moment of being, disappointed because I couldn't be the man that I want to be to my wife, to my kids, to myself. And the first thing that I hear was, you have to do forgiveness. And it took me a long time to process that. How can I forgive someone that is hurting me? How can I let go something that it was so important, and I have all those dreams that being taken away or apart from me, and I didn't want to do it. So, and then going through the process of spirituality, finding my spiritual teacher, my spiritual school, pranic healing, and then, uh, and then I started getting it. But I didn't get it until I started practicing. And the practice is what makes the difference. Understanding forgiveness is one thing, or mentalizing forgiveness is one thing. Practicing forgiveness is what makes really the difference. And after you start practicing, you realize that there's many layers for that forgiveness. The first thing at the human level, we are so caught up in our body, we are so caught up in the things that we do, that we say, and the reaction that life have uh, towards us or against us in our head. And we so hard to realize that things are not happening to you. So hard to realize that things are happening for you. And the faster you understand that process, the faster that you get to get more sincere with yourself is when you start changing that energy. So, and the realization that until we don't do the forgiveness in the different dimension, is so hard to be free for the mistakes that we have done in the past. It's so hard to be free for our own patterns, so hard to be free from our own mistakes. The first tendency is to blame others. That's why part one is that we did last week was exactly when someone wronged you, when someone did something to you that hurt you. Sometimes they did it consciously, sometimes it was unconsciously, right? Oh, certain situation happens to you. So we need to forgive the external factor, the external input, the external event. We need to have the desire or to bring that to a completion. If we don't bring that to a completion, we always are with that in our energy, with that in our unconscious mind, in that with our soul. It's like life at the moment is offering you an opportunity to clear that up. When that gets clear is when you are free and you can absorb the learnings that that situation brought into your life. So, and when you keep practicing, there is a moment that you are beginning to have more air, to be beginning to have more peace. And that led to have more understanding. Until we don't do that forgiveness, we don't know what is in the other side. So I encourage everybody in all the therapy as a healer that I did, in all the the coaching programs, we always address this part. There is a part that we need to accept the mistakes that we made or the things that are not working. And I need to find new neurological connection explained at the mental level. It's something that I learned in NLP thanks to my mentor, Dr. Matt James, and NLP.com. Please, if you want to know more about programs and beliefs, please investigate a little bit about neuro-linguistic programming. NLP.com. You're gonna find the best teacher or the best and the best Kumu. He's not only an NLP teacher. He is and the spiritual teacher is a Kumu in the Hawaiian tradition. So and the only way that you create new neurological connection to why you want new neurological connection, to have a new understanding, to have, hey, Shasir, how are you? Good, you made it. So is to the bubble of those problems, to get out of that problem, to see it from another angle, and forgiveness bring you that into your life. Until I was not able to do forgiveness with my wife at that time, that I was blaming that the things were not working because she couldn't listen to me or understand me or give me the support that I needed. That was my blaming story, my justifying blaming story. After practicing the forgiveness, as we did last Friday, is when I started doing that to my reality at that moment, using one person. But after you do that with that person that is in your uh, in your emotional body that hurt you, wrong you, or that situation that happened to you, until you don't do forgiveness with that, it's very hard to find those new options. So when you do that, that bubble of problem disappear and extend to the new understanding. And that when it comes the part two. If you did that minimum 7 times, 21 times, 28 times, that is growing and cleaning other things that are related to that. In order to speed up the process, the part two is the one that I'm going to address today, is the forgiveness towards our mom, dad, and to our relationship with them. Why? Because as we all know in psychology, they explain very clearly the imprint phase is from up to 7 years old. And I would realize that that implies from since you're born to 7 years old. But I realized that there is a part that is highly, highly, highly important, which is all that we absorb when we are in the womb, when they are in the pregnancy. And even though they didn't do anything wrong to us, they have no negative. Let's imagine for a second that there was no negative intention to do anything to you. Imagine that if you have a dad or mom that they was or aggressive or not the best mom ever. Let's imagine for a second that that was not the case. Even though if they are the best person in the world, they are still human. And when you are in the womb, you are vibrating their emotions. So that becomes your reality. When you are in the womb, you are listening, hearing, and being part of the life that is happening around them. And tell me if you know a mother that is not worried about the pregnancy. Is he or she gonna be good? Is he or she gonna be healthy? Gonna be this? Gonna be that? So we start having all these beautiful concerns that motivate us to find solutions. But in the process of finding those solutions, there is a stress, there is beliefs, there is situation, money, health, hospital bills, and everybody goes through those processes. Being in the womb, inside the belly of your beautiful mom, it makes you to absorb those energies. And if you haven't been blessed with a beautiful mom or a beautiful dad, and they have higher level of stress or they didn't figure it out their life, or they are aggressive and they don't know, or they are going through situations, all that vibration is absorbed from the cellular level, from the unconscious mind. For that little child is vibrating for 6 months, 7 months, 10 months, whatever is the duration of the pregnancy, is vibrating that stress, and that stress become our normal. That worries become our normal. I said, "Oh, this is the way I am." I don't think so. That was your first natural environment, and it has a stress, and then it comes the stress of birth. More stress, more worry, more doctors, more medicine, and then all the stress of feeding you and checking on you. So all the vibration, even with if they were the best intention, or even if they were a traumatic relationship with your parent, all that vibration is absorbed by your body. All the vibration instead and being triggered in many situations. All those elements of life are part of your life. So the fastest way to start finding a new level of inner peace, and I tell you because I practice it. I practice it. I don't know if you remember that I've been blessed with a beautiful family. I'm number 6 of 7. And that means that, we'll have a level of stress and high level of love, high levels of integrity, high level of commitment, but also was high level of stress. And that level of stress was part of my life. And I didn't know it. My dad was amazing. My mom was amazing. But they have high level of stress. So without finding who was to who make yourself responsible, if you just practice the fact of it's okay, whatever happened, you are in my life, dad, mom, you have been in my life for me first to be here. So we need to, as my spiritual teacher explained, even though they were the words, you need to learn to appreciate the fact that they brought you they were the conduit for you to be here. And that is where our goal. We need to have that inner peace. Even if they were abusive, even if they were the worst dad ever, we need to find that peace in our heart. We need the heart chakra, the center of love. We need to clean their stress, our life. And then also, if they were, specifically negative things or tendencies that they have, also we need to clean that. But even though if they didn't have those negative tendencies, they still have stress, they still have worries, they still have goals, they still want to achieve things in life, and that put the pressure. The pressure that then we learn and we use it to materialize the life we want, to get things done. But to free us for that pain, for that hurt, for those chains that keep us going back to certain points, to going back to certain situations, or to repeatedly say, why this is happening again in my life? Okay, I suggest to try this. Sit with with yourself, set the intention to clear whatever that you don't remember, whatever that happens to you, whatever that is if there is anything, just sit with yourself and ask yourself, it is okay to forgive my mom, my dad. It is okay for me to forgive the relationship, any negative tensions that we have had from the process of the beginning of this lifetime in the womb, from the first day of creation to my birth, and from the first 7 years. If we set up the intention to clean any tension, any negative emotions, any fears that they have, any worries that they have, any unconscious program that we absorb from them, if we are ready to bring that to completion, to bring that into, as Dr. Mann said, pono. The Hawaiian culture said being pono is not only forgiven to the other person, being forgiving yourself for being in that position, to make the other person or to be part of that dynamic. If you practice if you agree and your body say, okay, yes, I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to take to the next step. I'm ready to bloom in layers and areas that I haven't bloomed yet. we need to do this process. This process is what I found that allowed me to recreate myself. I learned with learning I was born with learning disabilities. I have a huge dyslexia and I didn't know and I couldn't figure it out until I did the process of forgiveness. And I couldn't retrain my brain and teach my brain to read, to write, and today be fully functional until I did this process. So we have 15 minutes of explanation. So I think that that is good enough for us. I hope that you're ready to take your life to a next level of freedom, inner peace, and joy and happiness. So let's do an invocation. Let's put your hands together. The intention of this is to do forgiveness. Forgiveness part two. Forgiveness to the beginning of this life. Forgiveness to whatever we absorb that is not the DNA of our soul. Forgiveness to behavior of others that have been in our life and we want to release. Forgiveness to things that are not part of our identity and we've been carrying it for that. So set that intention. Imagine that you put that intention in your hands and you rub your hands and you amplify the intention of freeing yourself from that. So breathe in. Bring that intention to your heart, to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to the universe, to the Creator. Thank you. Thank you for your divine blessings, divine love, divine guidance, divine protection. Thank you for the blessings of inner purification and inner healing. Thank you. Thank you for assisting us today in this process of forgiveness. Thank you. Thank you, God. To my spiritual teacher, Master Choa Kok Sui, to all the spiritual teachers, to all the great ones, to all my guardian angels, to my soul, and to my divine self. Repeat your words to my soul, to my divine self. Thank you. Thank you for your divine blessings. Thank you for your divine love, divine light. Thank you for helping me to release and let go any hurt, any pain, and any suffering that happened in my life. Thank you for assisting this healing, and thank you for letting me to discover the new freedom through the forgiveness. Thank you. Now breathe in, focusing on your crown. Exhale. And authorize the energy. You might feel the shift of the energy from your crown all the way down to your shoulders. You might feel that energy and let that energy to be here. When you pray and you ask for help, for assistance, then you need to be grateful and wait for that energy to bath you like a shower of light. Allow that energy to flow through you, cleansing you, removing all that is ready to be released. Feel the energy going all the way to your hips. Connect to the ground. Authorize this energy to go through your body all the way to the ground. And thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you for accepting, absorbing, removing all that is ready in my body to be released. All that I'm ready to be free from, I allow my body to release, to let go. Do you feel the shift? Do you feel the peace that is around you? So let's continue. So let's choose first mom. So now again, imagine that your mom is if my mom is already enjoying being in the cold heaven. So I bring the picture that I have in my room of her, her eyes, her spark, and with all the gratitude that I have for her, for everything that she have done for me in this life, all the sacrifices, all the love, and I bring that in front of me in her energy. And now let's connect at the human level. Imagine that you have a bridge of light from your heart to her heart. Imagine that you have a bridge of light from your forehead, your third eye, your blue pearl, your pineal gland to hers. Imagine that you're connecting to her crown, on the top of the head to her crown, and salute her at the human level. Mom, thank you. Thank you for all that you have done for me. Thank you for doing your best. And thank you for all the lessons that you taught me, consciously or unconsciously. I welcome you. Thank you. Now, when you feel the connection at the human level, let's invite the spiritual aspect of us, acknowledging that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So now, say the word namaste, which means the divinity within me. Salute the divinity within you, Mom. Namaste. Breathe in. Namaste, the divinity and the existence of God within me. Salute the divinity and the existence of God within you. Thank you, Mom. Now imagine that you go higher up and to the energy above your physical body. I, the soul, salute and recognize the spiritual energy of your soul, Mom. Breathe in again. Minimum 1 feet above your physical body. I, the soul, salute the divinity within you, Mom. I, the soul, salute your soul. I, the soul, salute the divinity within you. I, the soul, I forgive you for anything that was hurtful for me from the beginning of this process of my incarnation. All your stress, all your negative emotions, all the tensions, all the fears and worries that you had in you. I know that you didn't do that to me. I know that was your mom and your life, your situation, and I, the soul. I forgive you, Mom. Today I understand your humanness. Today I ask for your forgiveness for taking all those things personally. I ask for your forgiveness. I forgive you for transferring all that to me, and I forgive myself for accepting all that without realizing that that was something that was happening to you in your life. I, the soul, I forgive you, and I, the soul, I ask for your forgiveness. So please forgive me for bringing so much stress in your life. Please forgive me for bringing all those worries, all that anxiety, all that maybe sadness, maybe depression. I, the soul, I ask for your forgiveness. And I forgive myself for being the one putting you in that position. Please, to your soul, please forgive me. Please forgive yourself, Mom. Evolution takes time, process, and a lot of mistakes. And we can learn from that. I choose to learn from that, so can you. Even though if you're no longer in your physical level, please forgive yourself. Today I know that all that was happening for us to grow and to evolve. So I forgive you. Breathe in. Feel the new level of inner peace, inner love, gratitude. Put your hands in blessing position. Open your hands. Imagine that it's pointing to that representation of light that is her. Connect from your heart, throat, third eye, crown. May God bless you, Mom. May God bless you. May God clean all the hurt, all the pain, all the stress, all the worries out of your soul and out of your whole being. I'm grateful and I forgive you. And thank you. Thank you for forgiving me. I accept all your love, all your light, all the teachings that you brought into my life. May you be blessed by God. May you be healed. May you be free from this event, situation in time and space. May you be released from any pain and suffering. I wish you the same, and I wish my soul, my body, my inner child to be healed. You are forgiven. Go in peace. May all these emotions, situations, events be lifted out of your memories, out of your being. May all these events be lifted and free out of my body, my soul. Thank you. Go in peace. May you be blessed. May you be healed. May you be guided. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Breathe in again. Imagine her happily moving away. And now put your left hand in your asana, your right hand. I decide to cut all the cords, all the links, and all the ties for any pain or suffering that we have had so I can grow, so I can be free. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. I release you. Thank you. Feel the new level of inner peace. Smile. Now, the second most important person in your life for being here, whatever was the reality at the human level, is your dad. So now, welcome that person. If you have an image at the human level, bring it in front of you. If they are at the spiritual level, bring that as a form of energy. And let's start again. Let's connect at the human level. Connect from your heart to his heart. Connect from your throat to his throat. Connect from your blue pearl, your pineal gland, your ajna, your third eye, your crown to him. That I salute the divinity within you. That I recognize the spiritual energies in you. That I welcome you. Everything that happened between us since the beginning of the process of my formation, pregnancy, birth, and all the first 7 years of my life. That thank you for being you what make this miracle of me being alive with mom for me to be here. Breathe in, enjoy the connection, go all the way up to your crown, above your crown. I, the soul, salute the divinity within you, that Atma, Namaste. I, the soul, recognize the existence of God within you. Atma, Namaste, that I, the soul, I forgive you. I forgive you for anything that happened in your life, for any fear and worry that was just happening in your life in the moment that I was beginning this journey in mom's belly. I, the soul, I forgive you. I forgive you for all your stress, for all your worries, for all your negative programs, negative belief, for all your sadness or depression, or the negative options. I, the soul, I forgive you. Evolution takes time, process, and a lot of mistakes. And I can learn from that. So can you. And I, the soul, I forgive you for all these events that happened from the first moment of the beginning of the creation of this being, myself, all the way to my first 7 years of life. All your worries, all your wrongdoings, all your mistakes, all your stress, all your depression, I forgive you. And also, I ask for your forgiveness. Please forgive me for bringing so much stress, for bringing so much suffering, for bringing so much negative emotions or challenges into your life. And I, the soul, I am grateful for learning from them. I, the soul, I am grateful and I ask for your forgiveness. Please forgive me. Evolution takes time, process, and a lot of mistakes. I choose to learn from that. So can you. Breathe in. Allow the magic of your soul and his soul to beginning to merge and do and create all this moment of pain, suffering, and stress. And I, the soul, I forgive myself for getting stuck in those emotions, in those feelings, in those beliefs, and make it out of this something so strong. Today, I choose to let it go. All your pain, all your suffering, and all the suffering that we create together. I forgive you so we can focus in the beautiful other part of life that we have together. You are forgiven, that go in peace. And I ask for your forgiveness so I can go in peace and we can reconnect in the love and purity of our soul. Put your hands in blessing position. Imagine your dad in front of you. Imagine all those his imperfections, wrongdoing, wrong behaviors. I, the soul, I forgive you. And I ask God to free you, to heal you, to remove all these memories, events, and emotions out of your soul, out of every cell of your being. You are forgiven that. You are free. You can go in peace now. And I ask God to forgive me. Thank you, God, for forgiving me so I can walk away from the pain, from the suffering, from the negative memories, so I can be free, so we can reconnect in the love of our soul. May you be blessed, may you be forgiven, may you be free. Left hand in the ashna, right hand as a sword with electric violet, cutting all the cords, all the links, and all the ties. Even if there is nothing to forgive, I forgive you. So we can reconnect in the love of God. So we can reconnect in the love from soul to soul. So we can be one at the spiritual level. May you be free. I release you. Now go inside, smile, and feel the expansion of your energy. Feel the expansion of that inner peace that is beginning to grow. And be grateful and aware of that energy, of that peace, of that gratitude, expanding to the tip of your fingers, the tip of your toes, from the back of your body. And now, the third part, I want you to imagine that you can see or set the intention that you are looking at your first 7 years of life in front of you. So set the intention. I know that it can sound different, but imagine that you can be the soul for a second and imagine that your soul have a purpose, even though we don't know what it is yet. Imagine that love is the answer for everything. So there is so much love for us to understand. Imagine that your soul is looking at you, that period of your life from the beginning of that pregnancy to your birth to your first 7 years of life, that you've been like an sponge absorbing what was happening around you with all that compassion, with all that mercy. Imagine that you put your hands in prayer position in your heart. Imagine that you're representing your soul, and from above you're looking at that time in your life. And I, the soul, salute the divinity within me, that child being formed in that pregnancy, that child in my birth, that child learning to walk, learning to talk, learning so many things at the same time. And I, the soul, I forgive you for all the stress that you're being through. I, the soul, I forgive you for all the negative emotion that you're being through, for all the experiences. I, the soul, I'm so proud of you. And I, the soul, like I'm here to tell you that you are forgiven. You are forgiven for all the stress, for all the anger, all the frustration, all the resentment. I, the soul, I forgive you. You are forgiven. Go in peace. Allow all those moments of stress, all those events to be clean and released from all the every second day or month in the womb, for every second, every day, every week, from your birth all the way to your 7 years old. You are forgiven. May you be blessed by God. Put your hands in blessing position. Imagine blessing that part of your life. I, the soul, I forgive you. You are doing amazing. Evolution takes time, process, and a lot of mistakes. And now it's time for you to drop, to release, and to let go. All that pain is not yours. All that pain is not here for you to carry on. All that situation, the stress, frustration, and anger is here to teach you a lesson. And today, you can let it go. You can learn that lesson. I, the soul, I forgive you. Now imagine that you are in that you sit position with your soul. Imagine that you are in that beginning stage of your life, receiving the forgiveness. I, the human, the imperfect human, starting this lifetime, I accept the forgiveness and I forgive myself for taking it personal. I forgive myself for being in this position. I forgive myself for carrying these problems, these situations, mom problems, dad problems within me for so long. And I, the incarnated soul, I forgive myself and I accept the forgiveness. Thank you, God. And I, the incarnated soul, I forgive you, higher soul. You are forgiven. Evolution takes time, process, and a lot of mistakes. And I forgive you too. Breathe again. Bring your left hand in your with the mudra to amplify your will and cutting all the cords, all the links, and all the ties from those moments. I release you. I release all those aspects, all that stress, and all those fears, worries, and behaviors. Now breathe in. Imagine that you are the soul again. You are free. You are forgiven. May you be blessed. May you be free. Now, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Imagine that that inner child is happy, that inner child has more peace, and that inner child now can go and play and absorb and assimilate all the learning. Imagine that for a second. Authorize your inner child to find that peace, that joy, that playfulness within you. Thank you, thank you. Let's do an invocation for closing of this exercise. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, thank you. Thank you for all your wisdom, guidance, and protection. To all the spiritual helpers, to all the angels and archangels, to my divine self, to my divine soul, thank you. Thank you. To my incarnated soul, thank you. To my humanness, thank you. Thank you. I accept the blessings, I accept the freedom, I accept the forgiveness, and I forgive myself. Thank you. Breathe in. Now let's share the blessings to Mother Earth. Project your energy to Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Earth, for your love, your support. I release all these energies to you, all the learnings, all the stress, all the worries, all the fears, all these problems back to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. This is the completion, the culmination of forgiveness, part two, forgiving the beginning of this journey. forgiving and giving grateful for those two beautiful humans that make us the miracle of us. So celebrating us, celebrating you. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you have fun. I hope that you practice this. So happy weekend. Another beautiful moment of forgiveness. So stay tuned. If you have any comment, if you have any feedback, always welcome. May God bless you. May God awaken you all your talents, all the beautiful magic that lives within you. And I wish you to being able to have that power to embrace those blessings and allow yourself to be the magical you, to be your own magician. Can you allow yourself to be your own magician? I allow myself to be my own magician. So can you. Have an amazing weekend. Bye. Fernando with Free Coaching. And remember, to succeed, first, you got to be intentional. And second, you have to take action. Okay. Alma Namaste, the divinity within me. Salute the divinity within you. May you be blessed by God. May you have an amazing weekend. May you have a prosperous week ahead. And may you enjoy this beautiful season of autumn. Okay? Bye. May God bless you.